Hi, my name is Freya. Welcome to my kitchen. How is everybody today? Working hard on assignments? I know I have so much, so I really need some good solid comfort food, especially when it gets to these cold freezing winter months. So today we are going to be making apple crumble, which will be so good to warm up your tummy, and it tastes amazing with custard and everything like that one. And this episode is dedicated to my friend Katie, who loves apple crumble but cannot cook. So good luck with this, Katie. So let's get baking. So first things first, preheat your oven at 180 degrees if you have a fairly deep tin that you're going to put this apple crumble in. If your tin is quite shallow, say only an inch, then maybe preheat to 200 degrees. So the ingredients we're going to need first are, we're going to need 300 grams of self-raising flour, 150 grams of butter or stalk margarine. I keep saying stalk margarine to you to show you that it's dairy-free, because obviously I'm allergic to dairy, so I don't eat it. This is what stalk margarine actually looks like. I mean, it even says on it, perfect for biscuits and pastry. And it is dairy-free, which means if you are vegan or you're, someone who can't eat lactose, it's really good to bake with. So that's that. We're going to need 50 grams of sugar to cook with the apples, and then we're going to need another 50 grams of sugar to go in the topping, in the crumbly bit. And then we're going to need some delicious apples. So you can either use dessert apples like this, which are just the regular kind that you buy in the store, or you can use cooking apples, otherwise known as Bramley apples, which are a lot sourer. So if we use these, we're going to put a bit more sugar and cook them for a bit longer, whereas these are already sweeter, so they've already got that flavour in them. So the first things to do is to peel and chop your apples. Can I just say, I've got such an adorable peeler. I don't know if you can see that, it's got a little potato on it. So this is a recipe that is so great to do with children because it's so hands-on. I love cooking this one. I cook it with my sisters back home all the time. And because you really get your fingers in it, but I don't know if they could do the peeling, depends how young they are. It's great as well because you get to produce something that's so nice for a whole family, an apple crumble after a meal. Perfect. So yeah, just carry on peeling till you've got all your apples done. So when your apples are all beautifully balled, like these ones, we're going to chop them up, chopping them maybe into bite-sized chunks. I'll show you what I mean by that, that's not very clear. Here we go. So into chunks around this size, so perfect for snacking. And because it would be very boring to watch me chop all of these apples, here are some I did earlier. So once you've chopped all of your apples, you're going to pop them in a saucepan and then add a little bit of water. And I mean a splash. So you saw how much that was. If you were going to measure it exactly, I'd say 3 tablespoons. Then we're going to pop that on a hob and we're going to simmer it for about 5 to 10 minutes, nearer to 5 than to 10, and we're going to put some sugar in that as well. So while your things are there simmering, just give them a quick stir with a wooden spoon once in a while, just so all that sugar really melts in. And you're going to start to feel them getting mushy. But while they cook for 5 to 10 minutes, we are going to make the crumble topping. So this is so easy to make, and this is really good, as I said earlier, for kind of getting your hands stuck in there. So we have our plain flour. And then we're going to need our stalk margarine or butter. And you're going to kind of break this up. You can use a knife, but it's just easy. Kind of break it up into chunks with your fingers. You can hear that boiling away. I love the kind of smell of the apples start to get when they cook. So break it up into little chunks. Don't mind sticky fingers. And then we are going to rub the flour and the butter together. Now, if you haven't done this, I'm going to show you. If you have done this, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be patronising. So you bring it up together like this, and you're rubbing the thumbs against the 4 tips of your fingers. So you're not trying to get any flour here in the palm of your hand. And apparently one of the secret things that chefs do to see if you're any good is see if you get any flour in the middle of your hand when you do this. So we'll see if I do. Okay, so carry on rubbing that flour and butter together. Really get in those big chunks of butter and rub them. Your aim is to get like breadcrumbs by the end. So it will take about 5 minutes, but just carry on doing it. It's kind of therapeutic as well in some ways. Make sure as well that you lift it nice and high because we want to get quite a bit of air into this. So when you have breadcrumbs and they look kind of really fine like this, then you are all done. And the test is how clean are your palms. Mine are pretty clean, so we're all good. Then we're going to add in a little bit of sugar. So I've got here 50 grams. If you don't like apple crumble as sweet, maybe only put 25 grams in. My mum doesn't like it very sweet. Me and my brother like it very sweet. So up to you. Then we're going to add a little bit of ground ginger. Again, if you don't want to add the ginger, just don't do it. I just love the warmth that it gives. It's really nice. And we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon, just because it goes really well with the apple. And then 1 tiny drop of vanilla extract. Okie doke. And just mix that in a little bit together as well. When you've got your topping all ready like that, we're going to get the apples off quickly. Now they should be ready by now, they'll have been on just for over 5 minutes. And we're going to drain any excess water. Now there shouldn't be too much, but it will be really delicious apple juice. So I'm going to keep mine in a jug to drink afterwards. And it is really tasty, so do feel free to keep it. So once you've drained off most of that water, bring it back and then get a tray. Here is one that I greased earlier, and you can see mine is about maybe 3 inches deep. I'm making a big one. So I just greased that with a bit of butter, and then you're going to put all your apples in the bottom. And just spread them out a bit. It really does smell like Christmas. I don't know why. Clearly we used to have this a lot when we were younger. And then we're going to pour the crumble on top. And then we're going to take your wooden spoon again and just smooth it out a little bit on top. You can already see this just looks like a beautiful, delicious apple crumble. And then this is going to go in your oven. So remember, it was 180 degrees and it will be in there for 20 minutes. And here is your finished product. So this looks piping hot at the minute. You can still see the apples actually bubbling. And I've just sprinkled a bit of sugar on in the last kind of 5 minutes because that just gives a kind of nice crisp edge to it on top. So there you go. That's how to make apple crumble. I hope that you try this recipe at home and that you really enjoy it. Do let me know if you've made it yourself. I absolutely love to know what's happened when you've tried this recipe, and if it's gone wrong or if you've got a photo of you eating it or anything like that, please send them to me. You can contact me via my Facebook page, which is obviously Freya's Kitchen, or you can get on my website, which is freyaskitchen.co.uk, or through Instagram. And yeah, let me know how it went. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.